Hey everyone, Andrew back again and welcome to another video, and as you can tell from the title, I'm back once again with another music update. Got an assortment of stuff, so I'm just going to get straight into it. Before we get into the actual music though, I'm wanting to show a couple of collectible items that I picked up. I went to a local market and came across these two little electric guitar mini models, so decided to pick them up. I think they look pretty cool on the shelf, so nice little addition there. Okay, so now let's get on to the music. So I'm going to start with a few punk albums first of all. And first up we have Turnstile's latest album, Time and Space, from this year. Absolutely fantastic album. If you're a fan of traditional punk, I definitely recommend this. It's sort of a modern version, I guess, because they are a modern punk rock band, but very, very good. It's got a very similar sound to 90s punk, so if you're into that sort of thing and you've never heard of these guys, I definitely highly recommend them and this album. The next two CDs are from my local independent music store. I hadn't been there for a while and they had a bunch of new CDs in, which was pretty cool, so I picked up Bad Religion's Against the Grain. I've heard this numerous times online, so glad to finally pick this one up. Really great album, classic album. And also came across this one, Never Mind the Bollocks by the Sex Pistols. Another absolutely classic punk album, so glad to own this one as well. Moving on to some death metal now. So these three albums are from the same band, and I'm fairly new to this band. They've released a few albums, but these are the three that I'm pretty much most interested in. So we have their self-titled album, which came out pretty recently actually. It came out a few weeks ago. The band is Jungle Rot, by the way. Really good sort of traditional classic sounding death metal. And this is a fantastic album with really, really nice artwork as well. So that's that one. Then I also picked up their album Kill on Command, which is another absolutely fantastic album. And the last one, Order Shall Prevail. So if you've never heard of these guys, I would highly recommend any of these three albums. I've listened to most of their stuff and these three are my favourite. So I would definitely recommend them, especially if you're into traditional classic death metal. It's pretty much what you get with these guys, so that's that. And I also went ahead and picked up Dee Snider's latest album, Everyone has heard this, I'm sure. A lot of people have been picking this one up within the VC, which is good to see because it's a great album. For the Love of Metal, which has got to be one of the greatest album titles of all time. It's just absolutely phenomenal, and the title says a lot because that is essentially what you get with this album. To me, it's a love letter to just good old traditional hard-hitting heavy metal, and yeah, what an absolutely superb album. So if for some reason you haven't checked this one out yet, I definitely highly recommend doing so. And now we'll move on to some thrash. So I went ahead and picked up Death Angel's Frolic in the Park. This is the reissue. It sounds pretty good, and this is a really, really good album. So slowly but surely I'm adding more Death Angel albums into the collection. For some reason this band seems kind of difficult to collect for over here in Australia. A lot of their albums aren't the easiest to come across and they are rather pricey, and I'm still after the debut album Ultraviolence. So yeah, my Death Angel collection's growing very, very slowly, but I'm glad to finally own Frolic in the Park. And this was a nice little find. I'd known about this album for a while, and it was one that I was wanting to pick up if I could find it cheap. And again, I picked this one up from my local music store, which was cool, and that's the Best of Testament. Not much to say. This is basically just a compilation album of some of their earlier stuff, which is really, really good. So that's that one. And I'm glad to own this one, and that is Creators Violent Revolution. Picked this one up for $10 on eBay. This was another album that isn't necessarily hard to get over here, but it's normally pretty expensive. So to pick this one up for $10 I thought was a really, really good deal. It's in excellent condition, and this is an absolutely fantastic album. And to finish off the update, I came across these DVDs for really cheap online, so grab them. We have Judas Priest, Electric Eye. Haven't checked this one out yet, but definitely looking forward to doing so. So that's that one. And this has been one that I've been wanting for a while. That is Testament Live in London. It is still sealed. I only just received this in the mail actually, so I haven't opened it yet. But I will be opening it and watching it very, very soon, because I cannot wait to check this one out. I've been wanting this one for a while now, so very happy to add this into the collection. Alrighty, so that does it for another music update. Let me know what you think of the titles that I have shown. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.